Hey everybody, Michael Snyder here, Pacific Northwest Weather Watch. Today is April 17th, and right now we are looking at the infrared/visible satellite imagery. Check out this next system out here spinning over the Pacific Ocean. You can see the cloud shield reaching the coastline this morning, and this is going to spread some precipitation across the region. Thunderstorm potential here as well, and then we're going to be dealing with the rest of this cold air moving up over the top of the Pacific Northwest. Thunderstorm chances going to go on in through tomorrow and Wednesday also. We'll take a look at those details. We'll take a look at the extended forecast as well here in a moment. Now, looking at Seattle yesterday, 51 degrees again, 8 degrees below average, 3,400ths of an inch of rain yesterday, and we're going to continue to add to some of these totals here as we go through the month, and you can see 2.73 already so far, so we're already getting towards what we normally get in April, and we continue with this below average temperature pattern here as we go through the month, and it's not going to change anytime soon here, so we'll watch that in the extended forecast as well. This is a National Weather Service Spokane here, always with good graphics out there. And you can see thunderstorm chances as we go on in through the week. And this should be snow pellets, graupel, not an official precipitation type. This is isolated thunderstorms possible today. National Weather Service Seattle kind of shows where that cutoff may occur here as that upper level low spinning off the coastline here. It's going to spread some instability across the region. Main threats, lightning and small hail, maybe some gusty winds. This is Wednesday morning lows. Check this out. Plenty of below freezing temperatures showing up here across some of eastern Washington. Another good graphic here from the National Weather Service Spokane. Pretty chilly the further you go east there across Idaho into Montana as well. This is for National Weather Service Seattle. Check out some of these low temperatures this morning. I think Seattle actually hit 36, which was an all-time daily record low for the day here. So pretty chilly temperatures out there with this upper level low and this cold air, this trough over the region. This is looking at the composite reflectivity on this morning's NAM, and you can see that low pressure out there spinning. You can kind of see some sheared segments in this line as it approaches the coastline there, so you might get a little bit of a robust thunderstorm here across some of the coastal areas in through southwest Washington as you go through the day today, and probably multiple rounds of showers as we go on in through tonight. And then you can see the upper level low kind of moving across the area. Snow levels are going to be fairly low as we go on in through tomorrow morning here across the region. Then you can see the showery, cool air move across Pacific Northwest as we go through the day Tuesday. Again, another thunderstorm threat across the area. And then we're going to speed all the way ahead till Wednesday here. Cool, showery weather continues across the region. Another thunderstorm threat will be present on the day Wednesday as well. This is looking up towards 18,000 feet, 500 millibars, Washington, Oregon here. And you can see that upper level low spinning off the coastline here, and it's bringing in much colder air across the region as we go through tonight into tomorrow morning. You can clearly see this polar lobe just across the Pacific Northwest here, and it continues to impact us as we move on through the day Wednesday before finally we might start to change things up here towards the end of the week, which we'll look at here in a moment. Current hazards, we have freeze warnings across some of the Yakima Valley there since the crops are just starting to get planted, and there's winter weather advisories across some portions of Oregon and Idaho as well, and it could probably be extended into some areas of the Cascades as well. Some of the higher terrain is going to have some snowfall here as we go on in through tomorrow morning, and actually you might see some snowflakes down to some of the higher hills as well, the foothills of the Cascades, for example. Now, this is looking at Portland. This goes all the way out towards Saturday, and it looks like maybe we start to warm up here as we go in towards next weekend. Cross your fingers there if you want some warmer weather, but no promises just yet. Just something we're going to watch here through the extended forecast. Here's looking at Seattle. This goes all the way out through May 1st here, and you can see that we do have some of the ensemble members showing some warmer temperatures, but it's really nothing. I mean, a lot of this is even just at or even below average here, and then the potential for a warm up maybe as we go through later April, but that is way out there, purely fantasy at this point. And look at these temperatures with that cold upper level low around the area here, that troughing. We're going to be below average here until at least this weekend. Now, this is looking at lightning flash density potential. It's the European last night's run. We'll go through the day today, and you can see some of that thunderstorm activity across southwest Washington, western Oregon, even in eastern Oregon down there as well. And then we kind of keep that on the coastline here for tonight, and then we go on it tomorrow, and we're going to destabilize things again here. And you can see a fairly robust signal across some of the area, including BC, Washington, Oregon. As we go through Tuesday afternoon, you can see that thunderstorm activity. Really can't rule out any place for a lightning strike or two. And then we're going to do that again on Wednesday. Pretty good model agreement on the unstable air rolling in here through Tuesday and Wednesday. Now taking a look here, this is surface-based CAPE, the NAM 3KM. This is hot off the presses, and you can see us destabilize as we go through the day today across the region. Upper level low spinning off the coastline here. Then we're going to bring that really cold air across the region again tomorrow. And then on through Wednesday as well, you can see this Cape convective available potential energy kind of shows the instability in the atmosphere. Now this is looking at a sounding here. You can see pretty good and stable sounding here, well above 18,000 feet, probably up into the 20s here. So you might get some tops that are up towards 25,000 feet here. Not bad shear values as well. A little bit of turning in the lower level of the atmosphere when some of those segments moving on shore. So wouldn't be surprised to see a funnel cloud or some rotating areas of storms with this wave that moves in during the day today. Now here we're looking a little bit towards the extended. You got the European on the left, the GFS on the right, and you can see pretty good agreement here with that trough over the region here. Then we start to try to build a ridge here as we go towards the end of the week. You can see the GFS on the right is finally showing that ridge now. It's actually even more robust in the GFS than it is in the European. If you remember me going over this yesterday here, the GFS that had the trough hanging out a little bit longer here, and that's kind of flip-flopped a little bit. But then you can see that kind of looks to be short-lived as the GFS has a trough and the European a trough as we go through Saturday night. This would be a new trough developing here over the Pacific Northwest. GFS with the trough further off to the north and west. So we'll watch to see how that develops as we go through the next few days. Also, 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook, I should say, an 8 to 14 day there. Nothing special. 6 to 10 day, a little bit above average. And then you can see 8 to 14 day here. And we've been talking about this for several days now, but if in case anybody missed it, we are likely headed towards El Nino conditions as we go through the summer, fall, and winter months coming up with the potential for a moderate or strong El Nino. And if you guys want a nice home weather station, click on the link below, save 10% here. This station matches up very well with much more expensive weather equipment, professional weather equipment, and it's all solar powered, so your data for you online, which a lot of other stations will charge you for. So this is a very good system. I'm very impressed with it. Click on the link below if you want to save 10%. But yeah, nice visual representation this morning with the cinnamon bun. The cinnamon roll looking feature here off the coastline here. It's going to start to spread some unstable air across the region today, tomorrow, and on through Wednesday here. So maybe we'll get lucky and start to warm up a little bit next weekend. I know a lot of people are looking forward to some warmer weather here, but we've got at least a few more days of this below average temperatures here. But the good thing is, even when we deal with these systems here, sometimes you can get sun breaks for a few hours and it makes it kind of a nice day. Like yesterday, we even had a couple hour break here and it wasn't too bad across the region. So that's a good thing about once you get on in towards April and May, even when you have these cold upper level troughs, you can still get these sun breaks across the region. And sometimes you get lucky and the breaks last longer and you can mix in a nice day in there or two. So yeah, we'll watch that extended forecast. We'll kind of, go day by day and see what's going on. I may go out storm chasing this week. If I do, I'll try to do live streams and maybe we'll do some Q&As when I go out to the plains there and whatnot. And I'll try to do a briefing when I'm on the road too. So anyway, yep, I hope you guys are liking these videos. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this again tomorrow and I'll talk to you guys then.